All right, everybody, welcome back. You know what time it is, right? Time for another deep dive. Ready to explore another awesome job opportunity with me?
Let's do it. I love these deep dives. Always find something new and exciting.
Well, buckle up because this one takes us to the land of enchantment,
New
the
Mexico.
Mexico. It's not just about breathtaking landscapes.
Oh, I'm intrigued. What kind of opportunity are we talking about?
We've got a hot job alert for a radiation therapist at a 200-bed acute care hospital in Las Cruces. Full-time and permanent. Sounds pretty good, right?
Radiation therapy in New Mexico? I'm already picturing those stunning sunsets after a day at the hospital.
Right. But first, let's get down to business. What exactly does a radiation therapist do, especially in a setting like this?
Well, think of them as the skilled professionals who deliver those precisely targeted doses of radiation to treat patients.
It's not just about zapping cancer cells, though, right? I was looking at this job description, and it mentioned treating neoplastic diseases or other therapeutic purposes. Now, I don't know about you, but neoplastic diseases sounds a little intimidating. Break it down for me.
Sure. Neoplastic basically refers to abnormal tissue growth, which can be benign or malignant. So this role could involve treating a wider range of conditions, maybe not just various types of cancers, but also benign tumors or even some non-cancerous conditions that could benefit from radiation therapy.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's a pretty diverse scope of practice.
Exactly. You could be using your skills in all sorts of ways, which keeps things interesting for sure, and potentially even seeing cases that might be less common in other places.
Okay, so it's not your average 9 to 5. Now let's dive into the daily grind. The posting mentions operating equipment, simulation, treatment device fabrication, and daily quality assurance checks. What does all of that actually look like in practice?
It's definitely a hands-on role. You're working with some seriously impressive technology. Think linear accelerators, those big machines that deliver radiation, and CT simulators to create 3D images for treatment planning.
Wow, it sounds like you need a pretty solid understanding of both the science and the technology involved.
Absolutely. And on top of that, you're responsible for ensuring that equipment is calibrated perfectly, that everything is functioning as it should be, especially when patient safety is on the line. Even a tiny error could have significant consequences.
You mentioned those daily quality assurance checks. Can you walk us through why those are so critical? What are some of the challenges that a radiation therapist might face on a day-to-day basis?
Of course, in radiation therapy, precision is everything. I mean, we're talking about millimeters here. So those daily checks are non-negotiable. They're how you make sure the machines are delivering the exact right dose to the exact right spot every single time.
I could see how that would be demanding.
Oh, yeah. Think troubleshooting software glitches, dealing with any little calibration hiccups. It's a fast-paced environment, and you've got to be able to think on your feet and solve problems in real time.
Beyond those technical skills, this job description also emphasizes communication skills and maintaining a calm demeanor. Why are those soft skills so important in a role like this?
Well, remember, you're working with patients who are going through a really tough time. Facing a serious diagnosis and going through radiation therapy can be both physically and emotionally draining.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So, as a radiation therapist, you're not just operating a machine, you know, you're building relationships with these patients, explaining often complex procedures in a way they understand, offering support, and just being a calming presence during a stressful experience. That human connection can make all the difference in the world for them.
It sounds like a role where you really get to make a difference in people's lives.
Absolutely, it's both challenging and incredibly rewarding.
So we've talked about the job. Now let's talk about the location. New Mexico, known for its incredible landscapes and unique culture. What's it like living in Las Cruces specifically? Is it just all desert, like some people might think?
Well, Las Cruces definitely has its share of stunning desert scenery, but it's so much more than that. It's a vibrant city, steeped in history and surprisingly diverse in terms of its landscape. You have the Organ Mountains right there, perfect for hiking or just enjoying the incredible views. And then there's a thriving art scene, some fantastic museums, and let's not forget the amazing food.
Okay, spill the beans. What's the food scene like in Las Cruces?
Oh, get ready for some deliciousness. Authentic New Mexican cuisine is like nothing else. You have to try the classic red or green chili. It's on everything. And if you're feeling adventurous, go for the chiles rellenos.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Now let's talk money. This position offers a salary range of $70,000 to $93,000.
That's a pretty competitive salary, especially considering the lower cost of living in Las Cruces.
All right, your money goes a lot further there. What about the licensing requirements for radiation therapists in New Mexico?
You'll need to be certified by the American Registry of Radiologic Technologists, or ART for short, and of course you'll need to be licensed by the state of New Mexico.
Is it difficult to get licensed in New Mexico?
Actually, New Mexico is known for having a pretty smooth and efficient licensing process. So if you're already ART certified, getting your New Mexico license shouldn't be a major hurdle.
So to recap, this opportunity has a lot to offer. A chance to work in a demanding but rewarding field, a competitive salary, and the opportunity to live in a beautiful place with a rich culture and a more relaxed pace of life.
It really sounds like the best of both worlds. You could be pushing yourself professionally while also enjoying a higher quality of life outside of work.
To add to that, the average salary for a radiation therapist with 3 years of experience in New Mexico is around $78,930. And remember, the salary for this position is negotiable, so you might even be able to land something above that average.
Definitely something to keep in mind. This could be a real chance to boost your career and your overall well-being.
All right, it's decision time. What would you say is the biggest takeaway for our listeners who might be considering this opportunity?
I think it comes down to this. If you're looking for a change, a chance to grow professionally in a field that really matters, and you're drawn to the idea of living in a place with stunning natural beauty and a unique culture, then this could be it. This could be your next adventure.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So do your research, folks. Check out Las Cruces, see what New Mexico has to offer, and who knows, this might just be the perfect next chapter for you.
You never know where life might take you. Sometimes the most unexpected paths lead to the most amazing destinations.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and as always, keep exploring.